Are you ready to take your Minecraft game to the next level? Whether you want epic shaders, fun new tools, or completely new dimensions, modding Minecraft can unlock endless possibilities. Hi, I'm Cozy, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to safely and easily mod your game as a total beginner. Let's get started. What are mods? Mods are custom files created by the Minecraft community that change or expand the game. They can add amazing graphics, cool mechanics, or even entirely new worlds. But don't worry, you definitely don't need to be a tech expert to get started. If I can do it, anyone can do it, believe me. Before we get started, here's what you'll need. Minecraft Java Edition, a trusted mod loader like Forge or Fabric, and a couple of mods you want to try. Mods only work with Minecraft Java Edition, so if you're on Bedrock, like on consoles, you'll need to stick with add-ons from the marketplace. Or maybe do some research. Someone might know, more than me. I've never played Bedrock, so I'm not an expert, but this guide is for Java Edition only. Anyway, moving on. First things first, mods are version specific, so that means you're gonna need to decide which Minecraft version you want to play. Popular choices include 1.12, 1.16, 1.18, and newer mods are obviously built for the latest updates. For the mod you want, check the description and see what version it supports. Today, I will be using 1.20.1. Before we officially install a mod loader, we will want to first install the vanilla version of Minecraft. This acts as the foundation, or like a template for the client to run on. To do that, start the Minecraft launcher, select your desired version, create the instance, and launch it. Once the game gets to the main menu, you can just go ahead and quit. This just ensures that everything has been installed and is working correctly before you start actually messing with mods. Now we're ready to install our mod loader. There are two main options, Forge and Fabric. Forge is generally the most popular choice from what I've observed. There are a lot of different really popular mods available for it. And then Fabric is lightweight and great for performance-focused mods. It's perfect if you want to use mods like Sodium or Iris for shaders. I had to make the switch to Fabric personally when moving to 1.20 because some of my favorite video creator mods are no longer available for Forge. And I actually have ended up preferring Fabric, but of course it's all up to you and your own personal choice. There are also newer mod loaders like NeoForge and Quilt, which I've not personally tried yet, but check them out and decide which one you would prefer. But as far as options, you'll probably want to go with Fabric or Forge. Those are the mod loaders that I will be focusing on today. Now we need to install Forge or Fabric. Visit the official Forge or Fabric website, the links will be in the description. Download the installer for your Minecraft version. Run the installer, and if you're on Forge, select Install Client, don't select Server. Launch Minecraft and then select the new Forge or Fabric profile from the launcher. Wait for the game to reach the main menu again. This just ensures that Fabric or Forge has loaded correctly. If any errors occur during the above steps, worst case scenario, try completely uninstalling and reinstalling Minecraft and repeat these steps. This is because Minecraft itself can become corrupted for a variety of issues. This will just ensure that you're working with a clean slate before blaming the mod loader as the for sure reason that it's not working. Now for the actual fun part, adding mods. Download mods from trusted sites like CurseForge or Modrinth or the mod creator's official page. Never download mods from sketchy sources. Please don't get a virus. My personal preference is Modrinth. Modrinth is particularly helpful because often they will have a section at the bottom of the page with any dependency mods you may need to also install for it to work. So I just find that extra convenient. I'll have the file paths for both Windows and Mac on the screen. You want to place your mod files, which are like .jar files, into the mod folder. And quick tip, if the folder doesn't exist, you can just create one. Mod loaders have really improved over the years, so you can get away with dumping multiple mods in at once and getting successful results versus what happened in the past. The mod loader, especially I found with Fabric, will give you a troubleshoot window if the game crashes before getting to the main menu. Actually, please guys, take the time to read this window. It will tell you what the problem is, and often it's just a dependency mod needed or perhaps an updated version. Follow the instructions and then try again. You may encounter new troubleshoot prompts. You just have to keep trying until you get it to work. If you find that your troubleshoot prompt has a ton of issues and is super overwhelming, you can always go the old school route by adding just one mod at a time. This is a longer process, but you can troubleshoot a lot easier this way to identify if a particular mod doesn't work and is just ruining the whole thing. So I would first dump all the mods in at once, and if it works, you're lucky and you're good to go. If it crashes right away, perhaps take them all out and plug them back in one at a time, unless the troubleshoot window gives you an easy fix. This is definitely the most annoying part of modding Minecraft, but it's so satisfying once you get your awesome modded version to finally work. It's definitely worth the trouble in my opinion. When you've added your mods, launch Minecraft with the Forge or Fabric profile. If you reach the main menu without any issues, you will see in the bottom left corner the number of mods you've loaded. You have now successfully modded Minecraft. Good job, you little hacker. Next up, shaders and resource packs. Hot take, vanilla Minecraft looks sad. If you want your game to look visually stunning, let's talk shaders and resource packs. To use shaders, you'll need Optifine if you're using Forge, or Iris if you're using Fabric. These tools let you load shader packs that add stunning lighting, shadows, water effects, and more. My personal favorite two shaders are BSL and Complementary. Once you find a shader you like, download the file and place into the shaders folder. File paths again on the screen. Then go into Options, then Video Settings, then Shaders. Select your shader and click Apply. Keep in mind, shaders can be resource intensive, so if you pick a super detailed shader with a lot of lighting settings, it can bog your game down if you don't have a rig that can handle it. If that happens, I'd recommend doing research on a more optimized shader or just knocking the preset quality down in the one you have. It will still look great, and it'll definitely still be a huge improvement from purely vanilla aesthetics. Again, my favorite one is BSL, which can be quite intensive. If you want to try it and it doesn't work for you, I would recommend Complementary. I also recall really liking Sildur's back in my earlier Minecraft days. It's really pretty and quite optimized. I have had a couple of requests asking about my BSL shader settings. If you guys are really interested in that, let me know in the comments. Maybe I can make a separate video outlining that. I do kind of change them depending on the video and the build I'm wanting to showcase, but I can work on a video if that's something you guys would really like to see. Next, resource packs. Unlike mods, resource packs actually do work in vanilla Minecraft and are super easy to use. Just drop the resource pack file into the resource packs folder with the shown file path, and then activate it in the game settings by moving the desired packs into the right side. Also, a quick note, a lot of resource packs, even if they're for older versions of the game that you're playing now, can still work in updated versions. That's why you'll see a lot of red packs on my screen right now. But just go ahead and activate them anyway. If they don't work, you'll be able to tell and you can take them out, but the grand majority of my resource packs still work in later versions. To make your game look even more beautiful, you can use custom item texture resource packs, or otherwise known as CITs. These are custom models that replace the default textures of items when renamed in an anvil. The original texture will convert into decorative items that can be displayed in invisible item frames, which allows for a more detailed, more decorated Minecraft world. If you have watched my content before, you will know that CITs are frequently featured in my builds. I love them so much and find that they make my game feel a lot more immersive. So if you don't want to commit to a full decorative mod with a ton of new items, CITs are a great option for you. However, these type of texture packs actually will require some mods to display correctly. If you use Forge, you'll need Optifine, and if you use Fabric, you'll need CIT Resewn. If you want to dive deeper into using CITs, I've actually put together a detailed tutorial on the topic. You can find it right here. Next up, mod packs. I personally really like to curate all of the mods I use individually, but I do totally understand that picking individual mods can feel overwhelming or really tedious. If you'd rather bypass that hassle, try a mod pack. Mod packs are pre-made collections of mods that work perfectly together. Some really popular ones I've heard of are like RLCraft, All the Mods, or Better Minecraft. You can download mod packs using the CurseForge app or Multi-MC, which makes installation super simple. Tips and troubleshooting. I love Minecraft, but we know it's a little finicky sometimes. I just have a few quick tips to make modding a little easier for you. First, take your time. I mentioned this earlier, but start with just a few mods to avoid crashes. It's much easier to pinpoint the issue if you add one mod at a time rather than all of them at once. Next, read the crash report. If your game crashes, check the report for easy fixes or remove the most recent mod you added. It will tell you what to do. Just read it, I promise. Check for dependencies. Always check for mod dependencies in the mod's description and make sure they're installed. Oftentimes, one mod will also need another mod to display correctly, so just double check the description and make sure you've got everything you need. Next, download the right version. Make sure you select the correct version of the mod that matches the version of Minecraft you're running. And then of course, make sure you're downloading the mod that matches your mod loader. If you try to put a Forge mod into a Fabric game, it will crash. Next up, keep your mods updated, but do try to make backups just in case an update breaks something. Next, consider installing Mod Menu. This is a handy little tool where you can see all of the installed mods you have in-game, and they can easily direct you to mod settings where you can configure them or change some settings if needed. And then finally, if you aren't sure which mods you want and you need a place to start, I have a resource list covering every mod, texture, and shader I've ever used in all of my builds and videos with links to download them. I have that list down in the description below. And there you have it, your beginner's guide to modding Minecraft. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also, maybe check out my Patreon link in the description if you'd like to support me and grab some awesome world downloads. But anyway, moving on. I might add a few more detailed videos and make this a little mini-series if anyone is interested in learning more. If you have any requests for a more in-depth look on some aspects into modding, like creating separate instances or setting up your shader settings or really anything, let me know down in the comments below. That's all for now. Happy crafting and happy modding, guys. I'll catch you next time.